So, good day everyone. So, I'm Jerome De Los Santos. So, for today's topic, I discussed the chapter 4, analysis of data. So, importance and methods of data. So, introduction. So, data analysis is the most crucial part of any research. So, bakit nga ba siya most crucial? Kasi, mahalaga ito sapagkat dito natin kinokolek kinokolek yung mga data para mas mapadali o mas ma-resolve natin yung isang problem. So, data analysis summarize collected data. So, nagko-collect tayo ng data. Involves the interpretation of data gathering through the use of analytical and logical reasoning to determine patterns, relationship of or trends. Next. So, how analysis of data contribute to draw meaningful conclusions? Through statistical tests and inferential analysis, researchers can be determined whether the observation patterns in the data are statistically significant or simply due to change. So, make information conclusion. Data analysis help researchers draw meaningfully and evidence based on conclusion from their research findings. So, yun nga, mas mapapadali yung pagre-resolba ng research or yung problem kapag pag na ano natin yung data analysis sa pamamagitan ng pagkukulik ng mga data. Next, types of data. So, first, qualitative data. So, ano nga ba to? So, qualitative data is the descriptive and conceptual findings collected through questionnaires, interview, or observation. Analyzing qualitative data allows us to explore ideas and further explanation. Quantitative result. So, yung qualitative is the descriptive or mas gumagamit siya sa pamamagitan ng pagkukolect by the questionnaires, interview, or observation. So, yun yung sa qualitative data. So, next, example ng qualitative data is qualitative data analysis example include the taking a closer look at result from survey, online review, website, recording, emails, interviews, and other text sources by using tools and methods. So, yun yung example ng qualitative data. So, next, tumako naman tayo sa quantitative data. So, quantitative data analysis is the process of making sense of numerical data through mathematical calculation and statistical tests. It helps you identify pattern, relationship, and trends to make better decisions. So, yung quantitative data naman is ano siya sa numerical data through mathematical calculation. So, yung pagkukompute nito, statistical test. Para malaman yung patterns relationship with para makakuha yung better decision. So, example of quantitative data. For example, there are quantitative corresponding to various parameters. For instance, how much did the laptop cost? So, is a question that will collect quantitative data. So, values are associated with most measuring parameters such as pound or kilogram for weight, dollars for cost, and etc. So, yun yung example ng quantitative data. So, many types of quantitative data is discrete data. So, ano nga ba itong discrete data? So, discrete data is a numerical type of data that includes whole o kabuuan. Ito yung kabuuan. Concrete number with specific and fixed the data value determined by counting. So, siguro binibilang, parang ganun counting nga, di ba? So, continuous data. So, continuous data includes complex number and varying data values measured over a particular time or interval. So, makikita nyo dito sa screen yung example ng discrete at continuous. So, pag napapansin nyo, yung sa may discrete, kumbaga hindi siya diretsong guhit. Kumbaga, may mga siya, dot lang, parang ganun. Sa continuous naman, diretso lang siya ang guhit. Wala siyang parang pagipagitan, parang ganun. So, sa discrete, yun yung sample, height, cost, saving, customer amount, ticket. Sa naman, cost, bound, high, age, temperature, volume, time. So, yun yung sa example. So, next, data collection methods. So, the importance of reliable data for accurate analysis. The most reliable data is the more trustworthy it becomes. Trust in the data provide a solid foundation for drawing meaningfully insight and well-informed decision making, whether in academic research, business, analytic, or public policies. So, yan yung importance ng analysis. Next, preparing data for analysis. So, data cleaning. Data cleaning is the process of fixing or removing corrupted, incorrectly formatted, or duplicate or incomplete data within a data set. So, gaya nga nung sabi ni Sir Hubert, kapag hindi na align or hindi mahalaga dun sa research is kailangang i-delete. So, when combine multiple data source, are many opportunities for data to be duplicated or mislabeled. Next, data pre-processing. So, data pre-processing is an important step in the data mining process. It refers to the cleaning, transforming, and integrating of data in order to make it ready for analysis. The goal of data pre-processing is to improve the quality of the data and to make it more suitable for the specific data mining task. So, yung goal niya ng data pre-processing is to improve the quality of the data. So, next, how do you handle missing, incomplete, or inconsistent data in data analysis? So, first is identify the source and types of data problems. So, kailangan i-identify natin yung source para dun sa type of data problems. So, next, choose an appropriate strategy to handle the data problem. So, kailangan nating mag-choose ng appropriate or yung dapat strategy na babagay dun sa problem na i-handle natin. So, next, apply the choose strategy and document the process. So, i-document natin yung process. So, evaluate the result and check for the errors. So, kaya mahalagang i-evaluate natin yung result para ma-check natin yung mga errors. So, next, learn from the experience and improve your data quality. So, yun nga. Kailangan nating i-learn yung mga experience natin para ma-improve natin yung data quality. So, share your findings and recommendations. Next. So, dumako naman tayo sa descriptive statistics. So, descriptive statistics are methods used to summarize and describe the main feature of a data. So, example include measures of central tendencies such as mean, median, and mode, which provide information about the typical value in the database. So, yung mean, median, and mode is ito na yung sa computation para natin yung mga yung sa questionnaire, parang gano'n yung sa sasagot ng mga So, sa pamamagitan ng mean, median, mode, dito natin makukolect kung ilang percentage ng sumagot ng sa questionnaire, parang gano'n yung ibig sabihin ng descriptive statistic. Next, inferential statistic. Inferential statistic enable you to draw inference and make prediction based on your data, wherein descriptive statistics summarize the properties of the data collection. It is an area of mathematics that enable us to identify trends, patterns in a large number of numerical data. So next, the techniques. Statistical analysis tests a hypothesis by measuring and examine a random sampling of a population being analyzed. The four steps of hypothesis testing include the starting the hypothesis, formulate an analysis plan, analyzing the sample data, and analyzing the result. So, para ma-measure and examine yung random sampling, kinakailangan ng 4 step is yung starting the hypothesis, formulating an analysis plan, analyzing the sample data, and analyzing the result. Next, data visualization. So, the purpose of data visualization is to present a complex data in a way that is clear to understand and engage audiences. Visualization make it is easy to convey an overall message, highlight key insight, and can be very persuasive in terms of guiding an audience toward a conclusion. So, example ng data visualization is yung sa chart, graphs, and diagrams. So, hindi na familiar naman na tayo sa tatlong yan. So, next, ako naman tayo sa challenges in data analysis. So, one of the biggest challenges in data analysis is ensuring the quality of the data you are working within. So, challenges nga yung sa ng data analysis. Sa pag-collect pa lang ng data is sobrang hirap na. So, data quality refers to the accuracy, completeness, consistency, and relevance of the data for your specific purpose. Poor data quality can lead to inaccurate results. So, yun nga. Kapag poor yung data quality, pwedeng manto sa inaccurate result or parang yung sa resulta niya is parang walang kabuluhan, parang ganun. So, mislead inside and waste resources. So, parang mababaliwala lang yung pinagkuhanan mo ng resources mo pag mali yung nag-gather mong data. So, conclusions. In conclusion, data analysis is not just a technical aspect of research. It is a dynamic and transformative process that breathes life into data, turning into mere number into actionable insight. Its impacts extend far beyond the realm of academia, influencing decision making and contributing to the collection of pursuit of knowledge and process.